Do not allow judiciary to interfere in our nation's election again, Kukah tells Nigerians. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. As Nigerians with bated breath await the pronouncement of the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal (PEPT) on the cases budging on the presidential election held on February 25th, 2023, Matthew Hassan Kukah, a bishop, has urged citizens never again allow the judiciary to interfere in the country's election. Kukah made the call in an exclusive interview with Business Day. Reacting to a question on his expectation from the tribunal as it delivers its judgment on Wednesday, the Bishop of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Sokoto said, and I quote, "We must learn to exhaust these rules and processes that we have set for ourselves by force of law. We have come to this moment of all eyes on the judiciary. It is marked by anxiety and hope, and this is good because at the same time it is a good measure of how important the judiciary is to us. I hope that this will be the last time we'll have to rely on the judiciary to interfere in our elections. We must amend the law to correct this injustice and insist that officials are sworn in at the end of the processes." Kukah, who recently deplored the state of the nation in Ado-Ekiti, Ekiti State capital, during the colloquium organized to mark Afe Babalola's 60th year at the bar. He also said, in the interview, "How do you know when justice has been delivered? As it is with election, the justice we call corrupt and cry foul are always the one our party or candidate did not win. When our party or candidate wins, then the process is just and fair. It is only then that the two elections are clean and the process transparent. In my humble view, getting used to the discipline of accepting outcomes of the process is fundamental to know how the future will look for us." On the removal of petrol subsidy and the controversy arising from the palliative announced by government, Kukah, a member of the National Peace Accord, said the president should have thought through the process before making the announcement. According to him, prior to the decisions of subsidy removal, palliatives and other reforms, the government ought to have spent time professionally created scenarios, imagining actions, reactions, moves and counter moves from winners and losers, praise singers and saboteurs. In the end, as public policy processes go, you do not have to play catch-up trying to say this. This was what I meant to say after a policy had been articulated. He noted that the crushing poverty of the anxiety arising from these have overrun whatever good intention the president may have had. The quality of communication left so much to be desired in this matter. The president did not cover his book back because he should have learned from his predecessors. President Olusegun put aside some 60 or so billions for poverty alleviation. Others have done the same, but the bureaucracy turned it all into a sewage of corruption. After the last disastrous outing, palliative have a bad name, and as policy, it just seemed like an afterthought. Well, Kukah is saying we should not allow the judiciary to interfere in a nation election again. And you might say, how did this start? You might say, how? How come? All right. Tinubu has already bribed the tribunal members before he left for India. He might have been told the tribes are members of a tribunal, and that is why he confidently traveled. He asked 3 members in his favor. Nigeria judges are very corrupt, so Nigerians should expect disappointment. Okay, now. It wasn't Nigeria that allowed it, but Mahmoud and his cohort that did. Incitement statement from a sleeping religious leader is unfortunate and shameful. My Lordship, God bless you for speaking for the common man. My Lordship, you're right. The judiciary has also compounded our problem because they count themselves as billion makers to decide what they want, and many of them see this as an avenue to become rich in life. No single truth in the mouth of some jurists. May God save our Jerusalem. Nigeria will be great in our own time. So hilarious. Many election is petitioned and rejected ones. Our personal candidates do not win, but they can only be a winner. Foul play, bribery, and favoritism is the cry. Who can say make we no dey give these people power? Which means make our votes dey count for us. Je. Yes, let our vote be counting for us. Bishop sir, what choice does one have when INEC forces you to go to court and in fact makes a demand? Alright, Bishop sir, what choice do you have? Okay. What choice does one have when INEC forces you to go to court and in fact makes it a command? Oh, okay. Thugs should take over even the US court. Even the US courts, they're involved. Had this man ever cited the Nigerian Constitution or the Electoral Acts before and after the elections? And there are contentions. How do we settle them? Fight? That is exactly what you are proposing. Alright. Has this man ever cited the Nigerian Constitution or the Electoral Act before? After the elections and there are contentions, how do we settle them? Fight? That is exactly what you are proposing. I don't think so. Alright, there's the only way we can stop these gluttons wearing wig only for a price. As a man. Alright, as far as I'm concerned, Nigeria has only 2 arms of government and not 3 as it should be. This is really hilarious. This Kukah is a nonsense man who will now interfere during the Obasanjo Jonathan regime. That favor Kukah Judiciary is a bunch of devil. Okay. Who will amend the law? The masses are very weak. The armed robbers disguise themselves as politicians has upper hand unless the masses decide to end it by forcefully forcing them out of revolution. I vividly consider with my seat in my lordship, if possible, I look for you to be stopped, scraped, or removed completely from the constitution, and let anyone behave the way she does. All right, she won't. Okay. All right. My own is Kukah is coming out to tell us, say, whatever it be, it's not. All right. At the end of the day, Loto, we should not allow our judiciary to interfere in our nation's election again. But the thing is, what do we now do when they want to chook nose and see by force, they will do what? They will interfere. All right. On this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.